Hi team, welcome to your sort of introduction to Power BI. So Power BI Business Intelligence Training. You found the video. So what I'm trying to do with this is you're going to be able to go through, identify some differences between Power BI, the free version, the pro version, the premium versions, and their different use cases. And a lot of it is just understand the main components, including things like reviewing reports, the data view, the relationship view, learning really how the tool works internally. I don't love the training because it just kind of jumps into, oh, there's data connected, but we have to use this until basically Mac people or the Mac Apple people recognize it. I don't know when that's ever going to happen. So this is just kind of an alternative to that to hopefully make sure that everything looks good and that you get experience with it. So if you are going to go use this tool, you see kind of the differences. And so on this one, you're going to focus on techniques like hierarchies, drill downs, filters, slicers, which you've seen a lot in Tableau. You've also probably heard me talk about these things in lecture. And so it's just how the tool is built around really some best practices, also some worst practices that you'll see. And I'll get your feedback later on them. So due date, CD2L, our learning management system, Brightspace, whatever they're calling it nowadays. For the overview, again, framing this around a business relevant kind of case, and I've lived through this. You're going to be stepping into this role as a data analyst, just received an important directive from your manager. So the senior analytics manager, Sarah Chen, has announced that the organization has secured enterprise licenses from Microsoft Power BI and really needs the entire analytics team to develop proficiency in the platform. So we've got to learn how to leverage this thing and understand its power. They understand this piece. They're not just gonna be like, well, go learn it, right? It's a lot of it's going to be, well, I'm going to find a way to at least introduce it to you. And then it's always kind of data specific. So it's really going to complement, not replace, your existing Excel and Tableau infrastructure you kind of built. And a lot of this is because increasing demand for these self-service analytics dashboards have made it really, really important to understand Power BI's integration. It is within the Microsoft ecosystem. A lot of the internships and full-time positions have access to Microsoft. And so this is a tool that has honestly become a lot more popular in the last couple of years. So to help you, they've assigned you a training, right? A training to start. It's called Introduction to Power BI. It's going to be through DataCamp, which I'll link to here in a second. You should already have it from our intro assignment. But it will really build on your understanding of data visualization pieces. It's a little bit more lockstep, but it aligns what we're doing with a lot of stuff in the class. So a lot of things that will allow it to let you do, I'll kind of let you go through there. But again, it's a lot of it's to credential you and get you experience. So for required materials, hopefully you have that technology guide. If your computer crashed or something like that, go back into it. Otherwise, you need to have access to our DataCamp page. So here you should link it. You should already have signed up using your University of Arizona email. If not, you need to, because that's the only way you get this free. But you should be able to sign in. Hopefully this thing remembers me. Right. And again, my page is going to look a little bit different from yours just because, again, there's no way for me to go into like a student view as we go through here. But once you get to our page, which should be BNAN 430, Data Visualization for Business, again, you won't see this. What you should be able to do is under assignments, the one that you're going to use, this first one is this introduction to Power BI, right? You can guess which one you're going to do next week. It's going to be this one. There may be a few others by the time you get in here that will either be optional or will be later. Once you click on it and it loads, again, mine's going to look a little bit different. I've already done it. But what it will kind of look like is it has kind of some learning objectives, talks about a description, and then you're going to go in and get started here. I talk a little bit about this in class, but you don't have to get a 100%. So for your later on, if for some reason you wanted to do the CPE, I'll have to kind of think through. But as we go down, so you'll do 1, 2, 3, 4. So you have to do all 4. Once you're done with all 4, you will get this badge or whatever it's called. So what you're going to do is download the PDF. It should have your name. Don't worry about the date. So I've redone it, but it won't update the date. It is set on Eastern time, so if you're doing this just before the deadline, I'm looking for when you submitted it on D2L, so don't stress about that component. But yeah, that's gonna be the main pieces. Do be careful. Sometimes it is a little bit unintuitive as you go in. So it is on a virtual machine. I do recommend doing this somewhere with very, very, very strong internet. If not, it can get super slow. Watch the videos and then go through. You're going to go to Got It. Most of the time, it kind of starts with what we can actually do. Select these as you go through, clean and structure, connect to data sources. It cannot develop web apps, I don't think. Perfect, right? Continue. Then there's going to be another lecture. It goes through, it talks about the platform. Then you're going to do it. And I have found that I don't know why, it took my brain a long time to figure out to load in existing reports. This will be very, very useful if you want to do this step by step, because sometimes it will crash, or if you just want to do a module and then stop for a while, you can do that. So it's going to log in like this. Then you've got to be kind of careful, because here's kind of your virtual machine. But before you load any data, you must know how to load existing report if you lose progress. So it goes through here and it just talks through everything is prepared in DataCamp. You can also download the material. So if you're on a PC and you really want to use this and not the virtual machine, you can, but then I don't think you get the certificate. So I haven't done that way because I wanted to make sure I was doing it the same way everyone else. But I'll go to next. Close the empty report, which is this right here. So it took me a while to figure out, like, does it really want me to close this? It really does. And then you'll see this desktop. It's going to have two different versions, two different folders where you're going to spend most of your time. Start with exercises, then you're going to lead in, but then it has everything kind of set up. So it's a Power BI folder, goes in here. And then here you can see, here's going to be section 1, like section 2, section 3, section 4, and there's 4 for this. And so each of these you can start up and get to kind of the answers. And again, you can see I'm working actually off my home internet, so it does take a little bit. Patience is a virtue, but I do wish I didn't have to be as patient with this thing. And again, I would probably honestly sit in Eller and do this just because the internet is a little bit more reliable. Once the report opens, make sure you're viewing the sales data page, which hopefully, let's see this thing load. All right, you'll start to see, and it's loading things, but it's like kind of like Excel. So you'll see the user interface. You can move this thing around because it will get in the way. But a lot of things are less hidden in Tableau. They're almost all somewhat under this kind of component. Even the data linking, you can go back and forth. You can collapse. It has filters and stuff. So lots of cool pieces here. So just go through that. And yeah, it should be kind of fantastic. Once you're done, how you're going to go through and get credit, get it done, download that piece. And again, because I want this in like a centralized place, I'm going to do something a little bit unintuitive. So I'm actually going to load Tableau. All right, so I'm going to load Tableau, and I'm actually not going to connect anything to it. So I'm just going to click on this icon. And then what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to have a dashboard where I bring in then an image. And then you can kind of guess, I'm going to insert an image file. So I'm going to choose, this should be hanging out in my downloads folder. So if I go to downloads, I would put it in a shared folder that you're keeping organized. I realized what the issue was, and it's a good kind of learning experience here. It is not as a file that would be useful. And so I may go here, I'm going to open this. Sometimes you have to kind of get a little bit creative. I'm actually then going to do File, Save As, and then I'm going to change the file type, so I have to go to Choose. And again, it may look a little bit different on a Mac or PC. I'm going to save it as a PNG in my Downloads folder. I'll hit Save. And then I'll go back. Let's see, I'll close, choose. Now I should find it. Hopefully. Oh yeah, then it pops up. Power BI certificate, open. All right, I'll do apply just to look at it. It looks terrible. So fit image, apply. Center image, apply. I may then modify this piece where I just do, maybe I change it to automatic, and then this actually kind of fits really well. And then I'm actually going to be, oddly enough, I'm just going to do fixed. You could maybe do fixed size instead of custom. Let's just do a desktop browser so it looks kind of clean here. Then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do File, Save to Tableau Public. I will have to sign in, which I will save you. All right, so once I get to here, I would probably honestly just do something like this. It's out of copy. I would probably do DataCamp, and then do save. And again, you should only be looking on this. Should be the only thing you kind of see. And then all you're going to do is go into D2L, copy this link, then submit the link. So you're not going to actually upload a file. You're going to submit this. So that way I know it's on your profile. So you have that kind of piece. All right. Otherwise, good luck. Let me know if you run into questions. I have everything kind of through here, but yeah, good luck and let me know how it goes.